Woo. Oh. Okay. Every time. These are always where to start.
Yes. We've been doing this for like 7 months and we still don't know how to start a video. It's fine.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're going to be talking about Clockwork Princess today, the final Lord book from the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. We've got some really mixed opinions in the batch. So prepare emotionally for that. I'm not ready. I'm hungover, but we're going to be going for it. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we should start with, let's just get everybody's overall review.
Okay.
So for me, she's a 1.5 star, but we are not shocked here. I don't like them at all.
Yeah,
the ending of this we'll talk about, but didn't. We'll hit it. But anyway, Tati.
She was a 3.5 for me. There were some okay things. There were some not great things. I cried, which is probably why the book got as high as it did. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for me.
I think this is a first in these live shows, but I'm officially calling this a DNF right now. So I don't have a rating. I really struggled to get into this, but I've also been going through like personal issues and stuff too. So I felt like I couldn't really focus. So maybe that contributed. I don't know. But yeah, that's me.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm in the middle of the countryside, so my internet connection is not that good. So yeah, we'll have to bear with me.
Oh,
am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're there.
You're there.
Okay, good. So, I did give the book a 4-star rating, but actually, it's more that I don't think the book is that good. It's more that I'm emotionally attached to it, so it got a 4 stars. But it's not like City of Glass. Like City of Glass was a joke. That book was really bad, and I was not attached to it. But I am attached to this book, and it was sad. So I also did cry, like twice. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts are pretty much the same as Taylor's. I did not have a good time. This book took me longer to read than like any book I've read this year. I struggled.
And
I did not have a good time.
You've read like all the Brandon Sandersons just as like for context.
Yeah.
For the people at home.
So like I read Oathbringer. Like those books generally take me like 5 days. This took me like 7. And it's like a third of the size. So like take from that what you will. I just didn't have a good time. So yeah.
What was your rating?
I haven't rated it yet, but it's probably not. It's probably about a 1.5 or a 2 at a push. Okay. But not good.
So I will say it was harder to get through this time. Therefore, I'm giving it I'll give you that. It was not as thrilling as it was the first time. I don't know what I'd rate it second go around because I read this before. I gave it 5 stars. Now, granted, I read it all this morning, like all 600 pages of it, which I wouldn't recommend. I think it's way too long. I think that's my main takeaway is that it is just way too long, and I won't take that away from anyone's complaints because it definitely is.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I like the ending, but we can talk about that later.
I'm intrigued to know this
Okay.
ending.
I
You don't
should
want to know.
also
I'd rather you
say,
just didn't know. Oh.
Hi, Amelia, in the comments. Hello.
Wait, I'm not tracking.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
Taylor
even-
froze.
I'm-
Oh God.
Oh.
It
Oh, no.
started already.
Not even 5 minutes in.
And we're already having issues.
Every time.
That is-
We really can't get away from these.
Oh, she's back. She's back.
Okay, excellent.
Is she?
Maybe she's not.
I don't know.
Goes now.
Taylor, we were waiting for you because you froze.
Oh, I'm back.
Okay,
Oh, I don't. It's because I'm on.
we're a mess.
I'm not on Wi-Fi right now.
Oh yeah, I'm like using phone data.
Oh, God.
No,
Yeah.
I was on it. I was on it, and now I'm not. I'm in a room that's not necessarily close to the Wi-Fi. So
Yeah.
So I
I
digress.
agree with Sammy. This was way too long.
100%.
You could have cut out like most of the plot and it would have been fine. Here's the thing, because for the first time ever, I'm actually being proactive with like my reading journal reviews. And so I sat down to write Clockwork Princess's one this morning. And the one thing I realized was that this series is very character focused, but Cassandra Clare still tried to drag a plot out of it. And this book had two competing villains that like really the main villain takes a back seat. Mortmain takes a back seat, and like the consul becomes more of a main villain than Mortmain does. Yeah. And I really think this series could have been way better.
Mortmain like disappeared.
Yeah, he disappeared books ago. He disappeared in the first book.
Yeah,
But
we didn't
this
see him
series,
at all in Clockwork Prince.
yeah, no, we didn't at all. And I think this series could have been much more successful. It was like if it was like a Clave political drama rather than like the world is ending kind of drama. You feel like because this is very character heavy and very character focused. So if she just written a Clave political drama, I think that would have been much more compelling, much more successful, and a way more interesting read than whatever the hell it is that she served in these 3 books.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just me.
Yeah. I agree.
I agree. I would have rather heard about Clave politics for 3 books and like how it actually works rather than be put through the automatons and whatever.
Yeah.
I just regret reading it. I suffered Clockwork Prince and I suffered through Clockwork Angel, so I was like, I might as well suffer through this one. I wish I would have pulled Nisenya.
I really tried too. I don't want anybody
How far
to think
did you
I
get through, Ksenia?
I got like 250 pages in.
Okay, so you got a decent chunk in.
That's a third,
yeah.
And I will say though that I found it to be very repetitive. Because a lot of the same conversations, at least in the beginning, were happening over and over and over again. I'm like, okay. And I don't know why she feels compelled to make like these large novels when they don't necessarily need to be.
Yeah. Do you want us to give you like a quick synopsis of what you missed?
If you guys want to, I don't really care about being spoiled.
You didn't miss much. Most of the chunk of the book is that at one point Tessa gets kidnapped from the Institute, and the rest of the book is literally Will just like riding through England to get to Wales to go save her.
Yeah.
That is the majority of the book.
It was so useless too.
It was so useless, completely useless. You don't learn anything new. Nothing happens.
It was incredibly boring, is what I would say.
Incredibly boring.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was like a whole
honestly, when I tell you to start reading from chapter 21 on, So if you really want to like see the ending,
Mm.
you really won't miss anything if you start there and just finish the book.
Oh,
Yeah.
Always a good sign of a great piece of literature.
You can cut out the entire like middle third of the book. Yeah.
You could cut out the entire middle of the book and it would still make sense.
Yeah.
It would probably be a better book as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you could just read the epilogue.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
well, no, like, you need like the from chapter 21 on is the only interesting things that happen in the book.
You can just read the wiki page.
That too.
Just save yourself the time, the effort.
Before I read it, I was like, I'm gonna read the wiki page just to see what I'm about to dive into, because I'm gonna decide by reading this page if I'm gonna read this book. So
Taylor, had you already read this one before?
No.
No. Okay.
So I read the wiki page. It was an experience. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna read it.
Wait, so y'all are telling me it gets interesting after this much of the book?
Yeah.
Not necessarily interesting, but important from that point.
Important. It like things happen
And
from
check
Yeah.
this out.
chapter 21 on.
This is the only part of the novel right here. The
That
rest of this
matters.
is like
I know, because the end,
Yeah.
they have like all these
Yeah.
excerpts at the end.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
telling you,
100
read-
that's 128 pages.
And
Yeah.
everything else is Will riding through the countryside trying to get to Wales.
Yeah. And honestly, nothing else happened. So
Nothing else. Yeah.
it's all just, oh, Sophie and Gideon and
Yeah.
a lot of
Nobody
stuff
cares
people don't
about.
care about.
Nobody cares about them.
It's a lot of people sitting in rooms talking
Yeah. A lot of
about
couples
doing things
that I
but
don't
never
care
actually
about.
doing them. Yeah.
Like, I hated the fact that, like, so I've noticed she does this, and like people always go, oh, you know, people are coupled up all the time, which I don't mind that as an idea, but the problem I have is she couples people up from like the second they meet. Like,
Yeah.
we only really met Cecily in this book.
Yeah.
And from the second we meet her, she's with Gabriel, pretty much. And so there's no building of a relationship. It's just like, oh, these two are together now, these two are together now, these two are together now. And I just don't care.
Yeah.
And then, like, a lot of the book is spent with
Yeah, but
those
that's
couples.
Yeah, but it's a problem I have with YA fantasy in general. They always feel like they need to pair up every character, and it's just so unnecessary and stupid.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
like
Like,
it
I
in
don't
general.
mind
And
it
also,
as a concept, as long as it's done well.
no, I mind it. I don't like it. It's like every character does not need to
Fine,
be
you're
in a
allowed.
relationship. That's not it.
And like
And
all the
I think the other
things.
thing that we could have cut all together was the Lightwood plot. Like, who cares about the Lightwood father
Yeah.
and the brothers and whatever? Like, that should have been cut.
Mm.
And that's it.
I'm telling you, this should have been a political drama, and that's it. And it should have been 2 books, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because like, if you really want to explain, because like, this series works really well in like explaining how future family dynamics and clave like dynamics work, but it doesn't even explain them that well.
Mm.
It really should have just been a political drama, and that's it.
It also just
Look,
kind of,
you guys are gonna love this statement. If I want a political drama, I'm going The Cruel Prince all day.
Yes.
I'm not
okay.
picking up this.
This series should have been that short too. Those
Yeah.
books,
Yeah,
It should have.
yeah, those books are tiny.
Yeah.
it's skinny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
agree.
Like this series had a lot, like, because she built some decent characters, but she never built them completely.
Mhm.
So
I
they
also
never.
kind of have an issue with the fact that, like, we had this same problem with Clockwork Prince where we were like, this book was pointless. So we've got 2 books, and that was bigger than Clockwork Princess.
I
I think-
No,
believe
Clockwork
so.
Princess
think
is the
it's
biggest,
bigger.
I think.
Oh, okay, my copy was bigger.
I'll check.
So,
Uh,
but either way, we had the same problem with 2 out of 3 books in a trilogy, which is kind of an issue for me. And the fact that, like, again, it's like a more character-driven series. The books are massive, so why are the characters not good? Because you've had all
Less
this
than.
time to build
Okay,
them.
yeah. This was bigger. Clockwork
Okay.
Prince was 501 pages, and this was
Okay.
560 something pages.
Okay. 2 big books
Yeah.
that were about
Pointless.
5 times bigger than they needed to be,
Yeah.
I feel.
Like, I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
to defend
I mean,
Cassandra
all of
Clare
her
just
books
a
are
little
bigger than
bit.
they need to be.
Yeah, I think that she has a really great start to a series, and she just
Mhm.
doesn't know how to see it through, because I
Yeah.
really enjoyed looking back, I enjoyed City of Bones way more than I enjoyed kind of the further books, aside from
I
there was
agree.
one random one that I liked a lot. And
I think
love,
I think
don't
it was
even
Clockwork
remember.
Angel, the one that you really liked.
Yeah, I think I gave Clockwork Angel like 4 stars because I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is
You
cool.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, why can't you just see
Yeah.
it through?
Mm.
I agree.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems to just kind of like flounder a little bit with how to end it, and then focuses more on links that she's going to make in the
Yeah.
future, not worrying about what she's currently doing in the present, so then that kind of doesn't work. But then because the present doesn't work, the links in the future don't work either. And it's just kind of a mess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can
And
we
once
talk
again-
about?
Hmm?
Oh, sorry, Sandy?
Yeah. No, you can go, Taylor.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just making a one-off comment about how the book was different than the audiobook again because they were slashing out stuff.
Yeah.
Again,
Oh.
they slashed out Sophie's last name,
Yeah.
her Shadowhunter last name. They slashed out Tessa telling Will that she was going to see Jem in the future. There was so many things that were like
Oh,
crossed out,
Oh, I didn't even get that one.
and I was like,
I noticed the Sophie one because I'm listening to the audiobooks, but also following along when I want to make annotations on this. And so, but like for the last couple chapters, because I was really actually like, it kind of got me. So I was actually paying more attention. So I had the book open in front of me and I was flipping through the pages as I was listening. And I noticed the Sophie thing that like the audiobooks said Sophia Shadowhunter. And the book was like Sophia Ashdown. And I was like, oh, rewrites.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's weird. They keep doing
Yeah,
it.
that's that's an edit because
Yeah.
that's an edit because of something that happens in the Heavenly Fire. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
of course it does.
See?
Yeah.
I'm not
It makes me
surprised by it. I'm not surprised by it. It's just like the audiobooks were recorded with the original printing. So with the reprints, you notice those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It's just weird.
Yeah. There's a couple more things that I don't know if you've noticed. Well, you probably noticed, but I don't know if you remember. That's the connection between the moral instruments is the mark that Will gets from the Clockwork Angel.
Oh yeah, the Clockwork Angel thing, the star. Yeah.
And that's why
the Herondales have it. Yes.
Yeah, and that's also because they changed the fact that Clary had at some point. It had to change it because of this. And then that, obviously, Brother Zachariah appears in the last book, and he makes a little speech that, totally relates to the story.
Yeah.
Skylar's face right now at the mention of Brother
It's so
Zachariah.
Please do not talk to me about Brother Zachariah because I will rage.
Wait, guys, wait. Yesenia does not know.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
Yeah, no. That's why
let's break this bad news. Basically, because Jem is about to kick it, sorry for the spoilers here, they decide to make him a silent brother, which is Brother Zachariah. He changes his name, pulls that out of the thin air, and Brother Zachariah will feature, of course, in Heavenly Fire.
It's not required, but it also was said in the beginning in the book that was the thing that was going to happen, basically.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So I knew that he was going to become a silent brother just based on how adamant that he didn't want to become one in the very beginning of the book. I was like, this is happening.
And
this
that is why also
she's going to end up with Will.
And that is why brother Sakurai is so invested in saving Jace in City of Fallen Angels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
whichever one it was.
Yeah, and that's why
The
we
last
had
one
this
we
speech.
read.
When
Stop, it's kind of sad.
Carrie asked him at one point if he ever loved anyone and that he have to die for them, and he gives a speech about how he loved 2 people, and
Yeah.
I hated it so
trying
much.
I already knew. I already knew
almost
the
threw my Kindle out of my window. I was raging. And then at the end, so Isenya at the end, he doesn't remain as Brother Zachariah. He comes back as Gem, like, because of course he does. Like, he's normal, back to his normal self. Which means the entire love triangle was pointless because she just ends up with both of them anyway, and everyone's happy, which means what was the point in the love triangles? Where's the angst?
Wait,
Yeah,
everyone's happy.
In 2008,
Wait.
I'd
You should,
ignore.
y'all. You need to explain to her that they skip way into the future.
Oh yeah, okay. So,
Because she's a warlock and cannot die.
Yeah.
So they just like have visits throughout the years together, and that's how way in the future, past City of Heavenly Fire and all that, he goes back to just being himself, and they get together.
I don't think
got
it's close
close
to
to
Heavenly
Heavenly
Fire, is it? It's not
Or
past
maybe it's
that, is
not,
it?
but it's maybe it's not.
you should
No,
tell
it's
how
after
Brother
it-
Zachariah becomes Jen again in City of Heavenly Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's after
It's after
Volsholt.
City
It's
of Heavenly Fire because he said it's another tale of Lightwoods, Herondales, and Fairchilds, and it's going to take longer than an hour to tell you.
But it was
Mhm.
2008.
Yes.
Yeah. But
I don't
remember
know the
that.
timeline.
Remember that the entire timeline from City of Bones to City of Heavenly Fire takes like 6 months.
Yeah.
Right.
6 months.
So
Yeah.
it's still 2007 in that universe.
Yeah.
Why is this way convoluted for absolutely no reason?
Basically,
God knows.
basically, Will and Tessa end up together. Jem is a silent brother, and he meets up with Tessa once a year, like every year. Will dies in like 1937 or something. Tessa's like, peace, I'm out, and she just goes wandering off out anyway. She meets up with Jem for her yearly visit in like
In
2008. And he shows up, but he's no longer Brother Zachariah. He is now Jem again, and looks like the
still
same
looks
age.
19.
He's looks the same age as when he turned into a silent brother, but his disease is magically fixed, and now him and Tessa can live happily ever after.
Yeah.
But she's already lived one happily ever after with
Says it
Will,
all.
which means happily ever after with both people, and everyone's happy, and I'm angry. Because it's stupid.
like
What was the point of the entire thing? It's such a cop out. It's such a cop out. If you're gonna do a love triangle, do it. Commit.
The least she could have done is pick a man.
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, I got them both. I did
That's
not
what makes
do
me
what I
angry.
wanted.
You do a love triangle, you do it because someone will end up not happy. Someone will. But in this one, she said, no, everyone's gonna be happy
And happy.
except Skylar.
So
And Taylor.
And he said, yeah, Tessa can have children.
Daddy, I wanted to ask you about this because I raged and I really wanted to know if you were angry.
I thought the whole point of being a warlock was that they couldn't have children.
Because she's half
not a
Shadow
warlock.
Hunter. She's
Yeah,
half
she's not-
Shadow Hunter, and apparently that means that she can have kids, which is so stupid.
Okay.
No visible mark.
Isenya, what happened with Tessa's parentage was her mother was a shadow hunter, but she didn't know she was a shadow hunter, so she didn't have any marks, so she doesn't count as a shadow hunter, but like she kind of does. It's very convenient. And then she gets raped by a demon pretending to be Tessa's father to birth Tessa, who is now half demon, half shadow hunter. And because her mother wasn't marked and wasn't technically a shadow hunter, that means Tessa can have children because
That's
women
some
need to have children
American
to
Horror
succeed in
Story
life.
Season 1 shit.
That's why I tweeted this. I tweeted this.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, this
Hold
is
on.
Basically, American Horror Story. It was messed up, and she brushes right past it too. She's like, oh, "Okay."
Speaking of conveniences, can we talk about how convenient it was that Mortmain just like linked all the automatons to himself, so it was so easy to just like get him out of the way.
Yeah, I know.
It was
I
so
hated this book
stupid.
so much.
Okay,
was
Sammy,
so stupid.
I want to hear. I want to hear. You.
The
what you
floor
have
is
to
yours.
say.
Go ahead.
No. I feel like I always put you on the spot, but it's only because I know that you actually enjoy these. So, like, I
Here's the
want to
thing,
hear
I
your
do
point of view.
too. That's the sad part. I enjoy these too. That's the thing.
She ends up with both of them. I'm raging, and I'm only like 250 pages into this book.
I know. If you're gonna have her end up with both of them, at least make it Polly. But like, okay.
So I agree with all of the bad plot issues, all of the her turning into an angel, defeating Morgan. We can go off about all of that, but I still think it's cute.
Sorry.
Cute? You're not gonna
You're not gonna convince her otherwise.
That's fine.
I just don't understand the choice of the word cute. Where?
That's true.
Who? What?
I
Well, I
mean,
will say,
Sammy likes Jason Clary, so like.
Damn. I will say though that I do like that Jem didn't get completely fucked over.
Yeah.
I think it would have been
at
better
that
if he did,
point-
though.
That's what I'm saying.
At that point, just let Will get fucked over. You know, like
It just felt very. I don't know.
Okay, Sammy. Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying I don't really have issues with nobody getting hurt. That's why I liked I don't know, there's a bunch of series that there should be deaths in, there should be bad things that happen at the end, and they just straight up don't. And they probably should, especially when there's stakes.
Yeah.
But then I just like everybody ending up happy and fine.
Yeah.
So it's a taste problem. But
Sammy's a sucker for a happy ending overall.
She is.
yeah, and I don't
Which
know,
is fine.
Yeah, I like these characters once again. Questionable. But I enjoyed seeing, even though I think that we could have screwed over Will more in this, I feel like Will really got away pretty unscathed.
Yeah.
I think
I don't know. We got a glazed over death. She really said, "Fuck you, Will. Die of old age."
That's true. Well, but I think
He should have went out and like battle or something.
Yeah. He just went out of old age, literally.
Yeah.
But I
It was
understand
all very
Sammy's like,
flat.
we all make exceptions for the things that we enjoy, because like I hate resurrection, yet I was not mad at the end of A Court of Mist and Fury. So
No, I'm fully the same. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Mist and Fury. A Court of Wigs and Ruin. I was not mad at the end. So like, and I hated it. Sorry. I didn't say anything. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
But-
I forgot that you haven't read it yet.
Speaking of ACOTAR, which we all have read the first book, who could not stop thinking about the fucking worm?
Oh my god.
I was like, where's the bone? Where's the bone to like slip the worm?
You're so right. You're so right.
Yeah. It was a little too similar for me. Like running through the maze. I was like,
Yeah.
See, I was
I
thinking
kind of
about the
glazed past
worm.
that bit.
That bit was like 60 pages long.
yeah, that was a bit.
I know. Well, that's why you have to. You had to glaze.
I was like, bro, how many times is this big ass worm gonna evade everybody? Like,
Oh my god. Yeah. I don't even know what else to like talk about.
Why can Will see ghosts?
Oh my god. Ghost. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I'm just curious. I don't get it.
I repressed
get
that so hard. Yeah, that was weird.
Plus, truly, if anybody really is gonna like miss these characters a lot, you've got Chain of Gold to look forward to.
That's true.
Yay!
oh my god.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
let's not think about it too
Yay.
closely. Let's not think about it too closely.
You know what? You know what would be like a really fun thing that we should do, like when we finish all these books.
Oh gosh.
We should do we should do like a show where we rewrite the series start to finish.
Oh my god! Do not
But
get
do
me
it,
started.
like-
I will do it.
but do it like telephone or whatever that game is called, where you
Yeah.
say
Shut up!
something and
Shut
then
up!
that would be so fun.
That's so funny.
Our grand finale. That will be our grand finale. Yeah, I don't really know if I have anything else to comment on this book. Like, it was
Yeah.
just
Bad.
Like I bet
was
we
dry.
could condense these 20 books
It was
down
flat.
to like 6.
yeah. I honestly, the entire series could have been condensed into one 600-page book,
Easily.
and like
So
I would
good,
not have been
too.
mad
Like,
about
if they
that.
would have just wham bam thank you ma'am this,
Yeah.
that could have saved it.
Again, the concept at the beginning was interesting, but there are so many better things that could have been done with the series that just like she missed a lot of opportunities that she could have taken to make this a
Kill
really like an
Tessa.
actually good series.
Kill Tessa and give us a Will Gem buddy cop
Yes.
best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna like Golden Girls. They just live in a house together and like eat cheesecake and go to like sit out on the
Perfect.
lanai and like
Yeah.
just like don't. That's
And
what I
throw in the
wanted.
Lightwood
That's-
brothers and just
Kill
like
off
make
Tessa and
not everybody.
serve me Golden Girls.
Yeah, no. It's disappointing because there were, I can think of many ways to turn this into a better series.
Yeah. I also just feel like I was lied to because
When's the
everyone
show
told me it was
coming
better than the
out?
Mortal Instruments and it wasn't.
Yeah.
What do you guys know when the BBC TV version of this is happening?
I don't know because I won't be watching.
It was
Or you can-
auctioned
it says
this year,
soon to
so
be.
it probably, yeah. It was auctioned this year, so it probably won't be made until 2020. It won't be available probably until 2022.
Hmm.
Because like
'Cause
I'll give it a go because
Yeah.
sometimes they can turn these around and add and subtract, but I don't have high hopes for it.
I mean, I watched the entire Freeform Shadowhunters, and it wasn't. It was bad, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, there was good moments in it. They did like some
Yeah.
good changes to the series, in my
Yeah.
personal opinion.
Yeah, making
I
like a more
Like
Makes
it
sense.
wasn't.
I don't think I saw the last series.
Yeah.
I gave up on it.
Yeah, no,
they just
the-
like changed some of the stuff in Heavenly Fire that I'm pleased about.
Yeah. So on the show, like the BBC show, it was auctioned in May 2020. It was announced in May 2020. So it'll probably take a long while before it gets actually produced. Because even with COVID, like getting people together to like write and shoot and shit, it's gonna take a while. Yeah, don't expect a quick turnaround on that one.
No.
I liked them saying the Lost
Yeah,
Hours would be
no,
out in
but-
2018 at the end of this book. I was like, that's funny.
Yes.
Didn't happen.
Yeah. Anything else? Anything
Anyone got
else?
anything else they want to discuss? Because
No, I don't really. There's not much to say because like half this book was pointless. So like really,
Yeah.
there's just like not a lot to go off of for the rest of it.
Yeah, honestly.
I
my
don't
well
know.
has run dry.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it wasn't a good time.
No.
They had sex in a cave.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I hate it.
Oh god.
When it was like Jem died and like immediately Will and Tess were just like, so shall we?
So should we just?
So we're just free to like do this now. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And they do.
The
And
second after.
and then the fact that we know that the scar on the Herondale scar comes from them having sex and then the angel touched him. So we know that that's a sex scar that all the Herondales now have.
Stop.
They didn't even
iconic. I
leave
don't know
time
what
for
you're
Jem's
talking
body to
about.
cool down before they
Seriously,
died.
his body was not cold, and they were already just going for it. Will was like, "Oh my god, I'm so devastated. My parasite is gone," and then he was like, "Tessa, hi.
Oh
You busy?"
god.
I
I
hated
never
it.
thought about it that way, that it was just like a sex scar that now the entire family has. Oh
You're so
god.
welcome. You're so welcome.
Thank you for that image.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
What?
I don't know. I don't think Mica has good service.
I can't hear a word she's saying.
I
No.
can't either.
I feel so bad.
I'm so sorry.
I know
You're
this is
gonna
the
have
worst
to
time because
WhatsApp.
she was so hyped about this book.
I know.
Yeah.
Message us in WhatsApp and we'll
Yeah,
ask
and
you.
we'll-
Message us, one of us will say.
Oh.
Okay. Well, if none of us really have much more to say about it,
I think we should just go.
Like, what is what's everyone reading? Let's wrap it
Taylor,
up.
you go first.
Okay. I just got Radio Silence for Christmas by Alice Oseman. So I think that is gonna be my next read. Don't quote me, but I feel like it's I'm not in the middle of anything right now, so I'm free as a bird, but I think that's gonna be it. What about you, Taki?
Solid choice. I am reading with the fire on high. Shit.
God,
By Elizabeth Acevedo.
every time I see that book, I'm like, she's gorgeous.
She's
So
gorgeous. She's gorgeous. And I'm like, I started reading it like 2 hours ago, and I'm already like 100 pages in. So we're making progress. What about you, Sammy?
I think, well, I don't know. This was already too long. So I was going to read Midnight Sun,
Oh,
but I think that might be too long. So
Oh,
I'm either going to,
Don't.
yeah.
yeah, just don't do it.
Just don't do it. I'm putting it off to 2021.
No, I just mean like after like I liked it,
Yeah.
but it's a slog. So
I would
like,
say
Yeah.
don't read it.
after something like this, I would wait.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I'm either going to read Tweet Cute or Chasing Lucky.
Ooh.
Solid choice.
Very on brand for Sammy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mica, what
I've
are you
heard such good
reading?
things about Tweet Cute.
I know.
Yeah.
And I want to read this before I read her next book. So
Excellent.
I'm excited.
Okay, wait. I'll text Mica what you're doing next.
Is that yet? Do you want to say?
He said, just tell us what you're reading.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, are you here? What book are you reading?
I mean, I am. I don't know if you can hear me or anything. I'll just tell you in case you can.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm reading, actually. I just know that I have to read 5 more books before the ending of the year. And that's it. I just need to figure out what.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got Gemini for Christmas.
Oh,
So I'm
so
excited.
exciting.
I think I might, because I have Clockwork Princess on Audible. I'm going to return her.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I think I'm going to try to listen to the audiobook and read this to
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
how it helps. But yeah, I'm excited. And then I have Obsidio sitting over there, so I might just binge the rest of the series.
Do it.
And
That's a great idea.
If you ever really want to finish the audiobook for Clockwork Princess, you can just borrow my Scribd account, and you can just listen to it.
I was like, I'm gonna get it on Audible because I can bump this speed up. Like I said,
It's not worth it.
I had the
Don't waste
same
your credit on
time.
that.
Sammy, did you say 3.5 speed?
I told you I read most of it this morning, so yeah, it had to be that fast.
That's
That's
insane.
incredible.
That is
I read,
insane.
I read with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read like
but
the
I
last
can't
3.
do it that high.
Yeah. It needed
That's
to be
insane.
done.
That high. I'm still at a solid 1.8 or 2. Okay,
I
what are you up to?
started This Is How You Lose the Time War earlier, which
Oh.
I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it because
Yeah.
I don't know how I am with sci-fi, but it's quite short and I'm trying to get to 150 books. So
That's
I was like,
crazy.
why not try that? And I'm like 20% into it and I'm enjoying it so far. Fun time. Interesting. That's it? Are we done? This is
That's
so
it.
It does a job.
I feel like this was the longest book we've read in a while, and it's the shortest.
We just
Yeah,
have nothing to say. That's so funny.
It's fine.
Yeah, but
I
you
mean,
didn't
it's so-
have me to lengthen it. I'm always the one that talks a
That's
lot.
true.
That's true.
That's true.
That's very true. That's
We
very
have
true.
20 minutes of extra content.
Yeah.
Oh, should we talk about our, I don't know if we talked about this at the last live show, but our 2021 plans for this little book club?
Maybe we should do it in the next one.
Take it
'cause,
away,
like,
Senya. Well, you're
or
on.
now, I don't care. Do it whatever, honestly.
Well,
What's the
Well, I
plan?
don't know. I'm good with whatever.
How's the plan? Because like
Just
we
do it.
already
Just
brought
so we,
it up.
so the people can prepare.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to?
Okay, I'll do it. Fine, I'll do it.
Go.
So, we have decided to take a small pause from Cassandra Clare because honestly, most
We
of
need it.
us can't do it anymore.
We're just, I
We just need a little
we're
break.
getting burnt out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Cassandra cleared out. So after we finish City of Heavenly Fire, which is the last book in the
Mortal Instruments.
y'all know what I'm talking about. The
Mortal Instruments.
Mortal Instruments, thank you. We're still gonna be meeting every month, but we're each going to be choosing a book that we want to read, that we have read, or something of anyone we all gonna pick our own. And we're going to be going through and doing that. So it's going to be kind of fun. I don't know if anyone else has really been thinking about what they're going to pick, but I've got a couple ideas for mine that I'm pretty excited about. It's just going to be a really fun opportunity for us to check out each other's tastes and try things that we maybe wouldn't really be interested in or never would think to pick up. So I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know.
I am too.
And then we'll be reevaluating Miss Claire after the 6 months hiatus from that.
Basically, we're doing a full rotation. So like 5. Oh, well, no, Mica as well. So 6. We're doing a full rotation, and then we will be coming back to Miss Claire and all that she has to offer us. Yeah.
And then
I'm excited for the break.
I am too.
Me too.
So Sammy, I think, is going to be finishing up Heavenly Fire. on
I
her
believe
and
so.
then we're going to be starting fresh with, I think he's Senya or Tati.
No.
Skylar.
I think it's Skylar. It's Skylar.
yeah.
I hope you're all excited.
Everyone,
Oh,
petition for Mica to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Honestly, Mica can use my channel to host hers. I'd more than gladly give her mine.
Because we're going round and like we're starting on mine, but we usually finish on mine, we can use one of those for Mika's.
Yeah.
So she can either go first or last with mine.
Yeah.
That works.
Exactly.
True.
So it's up to Mica to decide how she wants to do that.
Yes.
But keep an eye out because I might make like a Goodreads group for this.
Yeah, we should.
Have a discussion. Or I know I got an email. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but there's a thing called Amazon Book Club that's kind of like the same thing.
Oh.
As like Goodreads.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, so I might see
we'll
which one
figure
is
it out.
better. But yeah, we're all excited to read books that are outside of the Shadowhunter world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm ready
different
to
genres
read
too. We all
this.
kind of have different tastes.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting
Let's
to see
see
what
what-
everybody picks.
Yeah, we're gonna be having some out of left field picks, I think, because we've established that like I don't know
Yeah.
what I read.
I
You
don't
say
think
really
y'all.
angsty things. So like,
I'm not
let's
gonna
see where
out
we
of the
go with
gate
this.
make you guys read something really sad though. It's okay.
Oh god.
It's fine if you do. I'm still gonna read it.
Yeah, we're gonna read it anyway because it's gonna
Yeah.
be what it's gonna be. But I'm excited.
Yeah.
Me too.
I am too.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, thanks for
Alright.
chatting, y'all.
Yeah.
Hope
we
everyone had a
will
great
meet back
holiday.
up. Yeah, we'll meet back up next month to wrap up Miss Claire.
With a chunky end to the
Yeah.
series.
I'm
Yes.
ready. All right. Well,
Okay.
I will talk to you guys on Twitter. Bye.
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 Bye.